பொன்னுளிர் வடிவினானே பூரண வதனத்தானே தன்னருண் சுவானுபூதி தரையலாம் மணக்கையை உன்னரும் புகழை கேட்டு உலகெல்லாம் தேடி வந்தேன் என்னருள் இறையே ஞான ரமணனே ஜோதி குன்றே.
Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. The graceful form in whom God was radiating with brilliance walked on this very earth to show who we are in essence. The gravity of his experience pulls seekers to his presence. Forever, our primordial Guru, he guides us all in silence. O our beloved Lord Ramana, please grant the vision of your feet at once. At once, at once. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi lived on this earth as the grace of the Lord which took human form and guided all the seekers to the one supreme self. That grace pulled seekers far and wide to Bhagavan's feet. We are fortunate today to have a treasure trove of recorded accounts of such seekers who were blessed with the vision of Bhagavan's grace. These devotees have shared their awe of this vision in writing, interviews, and in musical compositions. Here is an attempt to walk with the seekers and see through their eyes the vision of this grace incarnate, our Bhagavan. We will start with the life of a great devotee, Sri T.K. Sundaresa Iyer.
It was the year 1908. I was a 12-year-old boy. I have observed my cousin Krishnamurti climbing up the Arunachala hill every day. I got curious and asked him one day,
Krishna, why do you climb this Arunachala every day? What are you seeing up there?
Don't you know Sundaresha? The Lord of the hill himself is sitting up there in human form. Why don't you come with me?
Is that so? I want to see him.
I found the Lord of the hill, Bhagavan, sitting on a stone slab with few devotees sitting around him. They were all singing devotional hymns. Bhagavan was beaming with peace while listening to the songs. I found a strange attraction towards Bhagavan and was looking at him throughout that first meeting. In the meantime, Krishna's turn came and he started singing.
Varnane Madhisudiyamaindane Tenane Tiruvannamalayane Varnane ஏனனே இகழ்ந்தார் புறமூன்றிதயேனனே இகழ்ந்தார் புறமூன்றித ஆனனை அடியேன் மறந்துய்வனோ ஆனனை அடியேன் மறந்துய்வனோ வாணனே அதிசூடியமைந்தனே வேணனை திருவண்ணாமலையனை வாணனே.
Well, won't you sing a song for me?
I was thrilled as Bhagavan asked me to sing. At that moment, I sang a Sundaramurti Nayanar's Devaram song.
மற்ற பற்றனக்கின்றி நின்றிரு பாதமே மனம் பாவித்தேன் பெற்றலும் பிறந்தேன் இனி பிற வாதத்தன்மை வந்தேதினே கற்றவர் தொழுதே தும் சீர்கழை யூரி பாண்டி குடுமுடி நற்றவா உனை நான் மறக்கினும் சொல்லும் நான் நமச்சிவாயவே.
Yes, that is what must be done.
The darshan of Bhagavan was so powerful on that first meeting, it made me declare in the words of Sundarar the following to Bhagavan: "No other support I have except thy holy feet. By holding on to them, I shall win your grace. Great men sing your praise. O Bhagavan, grant that my tongue may repeat thy name even when my mind strays." Bhagavan's approval of this sentiment made me take this as my first teaching. From then on, I went to Bhagavan regularly for several years without missing a day. One day, I wondered why I was visiting him at all. What was the use? There seemed to be no inner advancement. Going up the hill was meaningless toil. I decided to end my visits to the hill. For 100 days exactly, I did not see Bhagavan. It was an excruciating 100 days. On the 101st day, I could suffer no longer and ran to Skandashramam.
Siddharesha, it has been over 3 months since I saw you. Where were you?
Bhagavan, it is my small mind. It told me that even though I was coming to you every day, I was not progressing spiritually at all. I listened to it and stayed back, thinking it is of no use. I made a great blunder, Bhagavan. Please forgive me.
Alright, Siddharesha. Maybe it is of no use. So what? You felt the loss, did you not?
Yes, Bhagavan, I terribly miss being in your presence and for sure felt the loss.
Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Sheraya Ninmai Nirayuruhi Kanira Tariven Arunachala.
That day, I realized that we do not go to Bhagavan for profit, but because away from him, there was no life for us. I decided that darshan of Bhagavan is the most precious experience in my life that I will never let go. Years passed. I married and led a well-ordered family life as laid down in the scriptures, performed pujas to Lord Shiva, Rama, Devi and all the gods, but my visits to Bhagavan continued. On my 36th birthday, I felt lost with that same feeling that I had not progressed in my spiritual path. I wrote a poem and went to meet Bhagavan.
இன்று யான் பிறந்தே ஏழைந்தாண்டாயிற்று என்று யான் பிறப்பேன் இறை ரமண இதயத்து என்று யான் இறப்பேன் இரவாத சிறப்பதனில் என்று நான் இறக்க இறங்கும் அருட்கண்ணேயோ.
I essentially captured my lamentation of no progress and asked when I would be born in the heart of my Lord Ramana and when would I receive the vision of the endless glory of the God. I understood that Bhagavan wanted me to go within myself, and so I did. Soon the physical world disappeared, and in its place I saw an all-pervading white light. I heard Bhagavan's voice.
Sundaresha, all right. What vision would you like to have?
Bhagavan, I wanted to have the vision of Lord Rama.
Suddenly, I saw the coronation of Rama as king in the minutest detail, with shapes and colors, clear and alive beyond description. I was thrilled to have this divine vision and was soaking it in for what seemed like an eternity. After a couple of hours, I opened my eyes.
Bhagavan, what can I say about your grace? You have blessed me with the darshan of Lord Rama that has lasted till now. What good deeds have I done to deserve this from you?
Sundaresha, do you remember the 103rd name in the Lord Dakshinamurti Ashtotra?
Yes, Bhagavan, it is Om Shri Yoga Pathabhiramaya Namaha.
That is right. Know this, Sundaresha. Lord Dakshinamurti is Lord Arunachala, who is no other than Lord Rama himself. That is what you perceive now.
Jnanis will show themselves in the form and name of each seeker's preferred god. And that was exactly what happened that day when Bhagavan gave me the darshan as Lord Rama.
भानुवंश विनोदरामनुம் பங்கய பெருவாழ்வனும் மானும் சூலமணிந்த தேவனும் மாதவ குமரேசனும் போற்றியன் மன கோயிலூற்றிட புண்ணிய திருமேனியாய் போற்றி நின் முகம் போற்றி நின் மனம் போற்றி நின் பதமையனே.
Many months later, Bhagavan proved again not only to me, but that to all, that he is none other than Lord Dakshinamurti. It was a Shivaratri day. After dinner, Bhagavan was reclining on the sofa, surrounded by many devotees, including me.
Oh Bhagavan, on this auspicious Shivaratri day, we would be thrilled to hear the meaning of the verses in Dakshinamurti Stotram. Can you please expound that for us?
Yes, that is perfect for this moment. Please sit down.
We were eagerly waiting for him to say something. He simply sat, gazing at us. We were gradually absorbed in ever-deepening silence. None moved or talked. Time and space ceased to exist. Bhagavan's grace kept us in peace and silence, which is the true teaching of Lord Dakshinamurti. At 4 a.m., we all opened our eyes.
All right, do you all now understand the true meaning of Lord Dakshinamurti's prayer?
மௌனமா முறையார் காட்டும் மா பிரம்ம வஸ்துவாலன் சிவநிலை தவசர் சீடர் சரி குருவரஞ்சிற்கையன் உவகையோர் உருவன் தன்னுள் உவப்பவன் கலிமுகத்தன் அவனையான் தன் பால் மூர்த்தி அப்பனே ஏத்துவோமே.
I grew up in a traditional religious household, listening to mantras and performing pujas. I was very much attracted to that one mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Vasudevaya. After coming to Bhagavan, I realized that Lord Vasudeva was in front of my eyes as Bhagavan. Why do I need to worship Lord Vasudeva separately? All I wanted was a simple mantra to chant and a single God to worship. That is when in my heart I heard that sacred mantra for the first time.
Bhagavan, you know everything. You had known my confusion suggestions as to which mantra to chant in place of Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Vasudevaya. You have made me hear in my own heart the sacred mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. What grace, Bhagavan! Both these mantras are composed of 12 aksharas. Please give me your approval to chant this sacred mantra from now on.
Sudaresha, the Supreme Self is one and has no distinctions. The mantra you heard is the same as the Vasudeva mantra, all praising the Supreme Self only.
Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya.
The syllable Ra will light the inner fire of light and cause awakening. The syllable Ma will make grace blossom in our hearts. The syllable Na would uplift everyone by driving them to greater heights. To abide in the self, there is only one mantra, and that is Ramana.
வன்னியை எழுப்பியே வளர்த்திடு ரகரம் மன்னிய அருளை மலர்த்திடு மகரம் இந்நிலை யோங்கியே இயக்கிடு நகரம் தன்னிலை தான் கொள்ள ரமண மந்திரமே.
I consider it my true blessing to have met Bhagavan, who awakened me and gave me the vision of the Supreme Self. What a compassion! What a grace! I surrendered completely to Bhagavan. In His infinite grace, He pulled me, made me vouch that I will not forget His feet, gave me the divine vision of Arunachala as Rama, and gave me the sacred mantra. Through all this, He turned me to look inwards, and that is the spiritual progress I was chasing after all my life.
While T.K. Sundaresha Iyer had experienced Bhagavan in his own way, we now turn our attention to Srimati Akilandammal from Desur, also known as Desuramma, who met Bhagavan when he was called as Brahmana Swami.
When the divine self reveals itself, can it be contained within the frail body of a young jnani? The lustrous face, the piercing eyes, the presence that silenced the viewer's mind will all signal to anyone and everyone that a rare divine being is present for all to witness and get a glimpse of the grace. This is exactly how I first saw Bhagavan. When I was visiting Tiruvannamalai, I was collecting Tumbai flowers on the hill when I noticed a crowd of folks were heading somewhere. I asked one of them, What is the matter? Where are you all going?
We are going to the Banyan Tree Cave. A Brahmana Swami lives there.
Don't you know, this yogi is a young lad. He does not care about his hunger or thirst. It was Bhagavan's grace that I saw this crowd. I got curious immediately to visit the yogi.
Since they mentioned that he was a Brahmana Swami, I had my doubts whether he would eat any cooked food items I bring. Hence, I brought a pack of sugar candy to offer at his feet. When I reached the cave, the Brahmana Swami was in deep samadhi. What a brilliant face! I am seeing a human magnet here. As they all mentioned, yes, this yogi's body might be unkempt and dirty, frail due to the lack of food and water, but the power of his austere presence is shining like a pure, unadulterated flame. Oh, what a blessing to have this darshan of this Brahmana Swami.
கருணை வாழும் அழகனமுதனின் கருணை வாழும் கடவுளன் காட்சியான் தருண ஞான சதோதய சூரியன் பொருணலந்தர பூரண போதகன்.
If I bring food to Brahmana Swami, will Brahmana Swami accept it? Can you guide me?
Yes, Amma. But you mentioned you have traveled from Desur, which is about 40 kilometers from here.
That is not a concern, Uttami Nayanaya. Looking at the Swami's frail body, my heart weeps, and so I wish to bring food.
It is all Brahmana Swami's grace. Yes, please bring.
I was very delighted to hear that Brahmana Swami would eat my food without discrimination. I was determined to visit the Swami more often and bring him food that I could afford. I have brought since then fruits, milk, and cooked meals, of all which Brahmana Swami has gracefully accepted. He would not touch my food if there was not enough for everyone around him. Hence, I made sure I had brought enough for Bhagavan and all his devotees. He would always make sure that everyone was fed before he was fed. Whatever was left of the serving, I was fortunate enough to have it as Bhagavan's prasadam.
ஊனிந்தால் தோழி ஊனிந்தால் ஒரு துளி ஊனிந்தால் உதரத்தொரு துளி ஊனிந்தால் துறவோருதரத்தொரு துளி ஊனிந்தால் துறவோருதரத்தொரு துளி ஊனிந்தால் பிறவியறுதல் பெறும் ஊனிந்தால் பிறவியறுதல் பெறும்.
An unforgettable moment in my life happened on the full moon day. Bhagavan was living in Skandashramam at the time. On that day, I carried food for Bhagavan as usual on my head and climbed up to Skandashramam. Reaching there, I did not see Bhagavan and hence inquired with Akhandananda Swami who was there.
Please come, Desharama. Bhagavan is waiting down there for his head to get shaven. It is full moon day today, right?
Yes, Akhandananda Swami. I will wait here for Bhagavan to come back after his bath.
I noticed that you have been coming here for many years and serving Bhagavan and the rest of us selflessly. That shows your great devotion.
Ayya, I am not learned like you all are and do not know any meditation or Vedanta. I only know this way to serve Bhagavan.
Vedantic teachings are not required when the meaning is living among us as Bhagavan. Did you know that the full moon day is an auspicious time to get a teaching from a jnani? You should ask Bhagavan to get a teaching.
Having Bhagavan's darshan and chanting his name is enough for me. I am an illiterate. What if I do not understand?
No, Bhagavan will know, and he will make you understand if you ask.
Bhagavan, I request you to grace me with your teachings today.
What kind of teaching do you want?
I did not know how to answer Bhagavan's question. I was suddenly flustered but stayed quiet. What did Bhagavan not know? He understood why I am asking. He looked at me with grace and compassion.
Desharabha, do not leave yourself.
As soon as I heard that teaching, my heart felt at peace and experienced an awakening. I did not care for what it meant. What does oneself mean? Who needs to not leave what? Let Vedantis discuss and argue about the intellectual meaning of these words. But those words replayed in my conscience repeatedly. Through that, Bhagavan best out the state of bliss to me, to the simpleton. What a boundless grace!
Viravun sumande virunda kinda keda tu yede surkiratik ninne. Viravun sumande virunda kinda keda tu yede surkiratik ninne. Vidade irum deva vakodu vindi vidin vekatamba vien pungalta.
While Desurammal, a simple-minded devotee, saw Bhagavan in his early days, identified him as a jnani in her own heart, and determined to serve him forever. Another devotee who met Bhagavan at a similar time came looking for relief from physical body ailments, but stayed for the experience of the infinite self. He expressed his devotion through soulful compositions on Bhagavan. The devotee is Manavasi Ramaswamy Iyer. Let us hear from him now how he perceived Bhagavan.
It was the year 1907 and Kartagai Deepam festival time. When I met Bhagavan for the first time, I was young then, but was suffering from various ailments like dyspepsia and poor digestion that caused me so much physical pain and allowed me only to eat porridge for my meals. Other meals would not digest and make me suffer throughout the night. Hearing about a Brahmana Swami living in a Virupaksha cave, my father and I climbed up to see him. There was a person guarding the cave entrance.
Who are you? What do you want?
We are here to see Brahmana Swami.
He is resting right now. Come back some other time.
We traveled from far and we climbed up the hill. You have to let us in.
No, it is not possible right now.
What authority you have to block us? Why can't we go in? Swami, we traveled far to meet you, but this guard won't let us in.
What do you want to see me about?
Swami, at this young age, I'm suffering from physical illness and mental anguish. I came in search to find relief from all of this suffering.
I'm not a medical doctor nor a soothsayer.
Swami, as I heard you had great spiritual attainments, if you cannot cure this, I guess I am destined to not have relief.
Develop an attitude of accepting such challenges. Nothing can shake you.
On that action of Bhagavan, I felt pure rays of light emanating from him and enveloping me. This filled me with confidence to accept challenges in the future with the attitude that the higher power will always protect me. I never accepted no as an answer ever in life, and Bhagavan strengthened this attitude of mine to accept challenges, including physical suffering. Bhagavan also restored my faith in God. I moved with my family to Tiruvannamalai and started coming to Bhagavan often.
கம்மை உடைய சுடுவினை ஆழ்வரு வெம்மை தனிப்பரால் அன்னே என்னும் வெம்மை தனிக்குமோ வெங்கடநாதரன் செம்மை அழிப்பரால் அன்னே என்னும் என் செம்மை அழிப்பரால் அன்னே என்னும்.
I became a frequent visitor to Virupaksha to be in the presence of Bhagavan, but my health condition only worsened as the days went. I was suffering internally, and my mind was preoccupied with this suffering. One day, out of exasperation, I told myself that I must be the greatest sinner in some birth to have this much suffering. On that evening, when I went to Virupaksha cave, I asked Bhagavan,
Swami, Jesus Christ, the Buddha, and other sages has come to the world to redeem my sinners. Is there hope for me?
Yes, Ramaswami, yes. There is hope. There is hope. There is hope.
Your assurance is enough for my redemption. My heart sings with joy.
On that day, a composition sprung up in my heart spontaneously in Tamil.
மொய்க்குமடியவர் மோனவண்டினங்களாய் கண்டு சுவை தேடும் செண்டு மனப்புவே திக்கு வேறில்லை தினரக்ஷகா ஐயா மெய்யா அருணீரமணேய திக்கு வேறில்லை தினரக்ஷகா.
During one of my visits to Virupaksha cave, one night I was sitting in front of Bhagavan in silence. I noticed Bhagavan's graceful look falling on me. I closed my eyes.
பார்த்தருள் மாலர பார்த்திலைய நின்னருள் பாருணக்கார் சொல்வர் அருணாச்சலா அருணையென்றன்னையார் அருள் கண்ணிப்பட்டேனும் அருள் வளைத்த புமோ அருணாச்சலா.
As Bhagavan's piercing attention focused on me, I experienced a burning current entering me. My mind turned inwards and emerged in the heart. I experienced the unbound peace at that moment. That is when I became convinced that the Brahmana Swami who was in front of me was not just an ascetic, but a spiritual dynamo who could devour my ill-bred, body-focused, suffering-laden mind to reveal the Supreme Self. He not only devoured my mind, but my body suffering too. On the 18th day celebration of Adi month, when the river Kaveri starts to swell up, bringing prosperity, Achamal brought sumptuous food and sweets to serve Bhagavan and all his devotees. Due to my dyspeptic illness, I stayed out of this. But Bhagavan did not leave me and sent Achamal.
Swami Iyer, for Adi 18-day function, I have brought a festive meal for everyone to share. Please come and partake.
Please ask Bhagavan to forgive me. My body cannot take it. Please understand.
Bhagavan asked me to bring you. He will not eat until all have shared the meal. Please come.
Alright, I will take little Bhagavan myself.
Swami Raya, please come and sit down with me. Achabal here has brought us food.
Bhagavan, you know my body conditions. I'm worried about the after effects. Please forgive me.
Don't worry, Ayan. Come and sit down with me.
I dropped my worry and ate per Bhagavan's command. That food was indeed rich and sumptuous. By Bhagavan's grace on that day, I slept very sound without any digestion problem, and my dyspepsia was gone forever. I was able to eat everything after that incident. My heart was full of gratitude that blossomed into another song. Bhagavan continued to pour his grace whenever I faced physical or mental troubles. In my work, I was transferred to Berhampur. I went away from Tiruvannamalai with a heavy heart. While there, I experienced painful sores on my feet with blisters and boils. I went through extensive treatment and surgery, but my situation did not improve. Despite the pain in the feet, I had to report to the official duty. I turned to Bhagavan in my prayers. The very next day, I got two unexpected visitors.
Who are you? Where are you coming from?
We are sadhus traveling on a pilgrimage coming from Arunachala.
Bhagavan asked us to meet you here in Berhampur here.
Please come in. It is my pleasure to meet you and serve you in any way. Let me bring some water.
I noticed that you are not walking normally. It seems that you are in pain.
True. These are the painful sores on my feet. No medical treatment has helped me so far.
We practice Ayurveda. Have you tried that?
No, I've only tried English medicine. I'm very desperate to try and cure it. Please go ahead.
I think we can fix this. All we need is some tamarind powder and some Indian incense.
I told them where they are in the home. They made a paste out of these and applied to my feet. Miraculously, all the sores healed and I felt much better very fast. This miracle made me believe in the power of surrender to Bhagavan. How he took care of those who surrender completely. A song spontaneously sprouted in my heart about how our sole refuge is Bhagavan and how we should eternally surrender to him who has the power to remove the veil of suffering and reveal the bliss of the Supreme Self. Come, let us all surrender to Bhagavan. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya.
உலகத் துன்பை நீக்கி இன்பை அளிக்க ஏனன்பா இன்னும் பராமுகம் என்னால் தாளாதையா ஸ்ரீவேதியா இன்னும் பராமுகம் என்னால் தாளாதையா ஸ்ரீரமணா சரணாகதி gati